Never seen TikTok live before, and I feel like an absolute boomer. I'm so grateful. Get a top gifter badge? What is going on? Hi, Christina. How are you doing?
It's a learning process. I will say that it takes a hot minute.
It's really clean, though. Oh my gosh, this is very nice. How are you doing on this early Saturday morning? Are you in California or where are you at?
I'm in Arizona.
Oh, you're in Arizona. Very cool. Awesome. I'm from the
Oh,
West Coast, so I'm vaguely familiar. I think, oh yeah, so Theo Zephyr, that's Theodore.
just submitted to
Hi,
follow.
Sunshine and
There we
Paperbacks. Hello, Jade. How's it going?
go. I love the profile picture.
Oh, I know. Yeah, I had that same reaction about 5 seconds ago. Looking good, Theo, as always.
Hello?
Hello? Did you not
Hi.
put your video on?
Yeah, I'm so, I don't, wait, hold on a minute. I'm trying to make it work.
Yeah, you might have had to join with it because I had to turn it on.
That's really fun. Sorry.
I know. It's okay. I had the same thought.
I gotta go into my settings and change that.
I have no idea. Christina, do you know? Can you help us?
It says he does not have access.
Maybe Theo cancel and then come back. There's a video icon. It has like a little slash through. Just click it.
Got ya.
Yeah. See you soon. Oh,
I know
thank you, Jade.
TikTok
That's so
is
kind.
always like finicky, but we usually are able to have like more guests on here, so that's why we've been choosing to come on here.
No, that's great. Yeah, when I think on Instagram you have a cap of like three, and so to be
Hmm.
here is very, very nice.
Because we usually at the end we like to invite all of book club in, see if they have questions, and then we usually take a screenshot group photo.
Oh,
So
that's so
TikTok makes it
cool.
easier because Instagram it's like we have to people come in and leave and come in and leave.
Yeah. Oh, that's so cool. Are
Hi,
you here,
Theo.
Theo? Oh no. Oh dear.
Oh dear.
Oh dear, darling.
Wait,
We
I just
can't. What's
saw my
going on?
face.
Oh, you did? Oh, then
It
that's
just
weird.
flashed in
It
front of me.
might be on follower count. I don't know if that takes into
Is it
Whoa,
because you're
I'm not allowed
consideration.
private,
to show my
maybe?
face because I'm.
Maybe.
Because you're busted? Maybe?
Yeah, because I'm a busted ass freak.
Yeah, that's what it is. That's so frustrating. Here, let's
It
I'm
see.
could
sorry
There's
maybe
got to
that
be a reason.
maybe
I'm
it is,
thorn in
yeah.
you guys' foot. I'm trying to fix it.
Yeah, no problem.
It
I'm gonna pop out again and I'll be
says
back.
usually I can
Okay, no problem.
request uh camera access if like they can't pull it up, but it looks like
Oh,
maybe their account's private or they have a lower than the minimum of follow.
oh, is that what it is? Oh, how many followers do you have to have? Because this is like his private random ass account.
I'm not sure. It used to be a
Hmm.
thousand,
Yeah, he doesn't have 1,000. Okay, so maybe that's what the issue is. Let's think.
but we've had someone come in here with 100, so I'm not sure.
Okay, yeah, he has 100, I think. Oh,
They
oh,
kind
the
of.
good old. Oh, your nails are so cute.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah,
My
of
nail lady
course.
just kind of just does what she wants to do.
Heck yeah, that's incredible. She knows what's
Well,
best.
like
She's doing it all the time.
exactly. I'm just like, I don't know what I feel like. She's like, okay, I feel like this. I'm like, okay, you do whatever you want to be. I'm just here.
Absolutely. And yeah, Lou, always tech problems. It would just be, it would be too easy of a day if things just didn't go well. It can be less if you have more likes. That makes sense. Okay. Oh, if
Yeah,
you
I'm
have
not
more
sure
likes.
because it always like changes how it's done, so I'm never sure.
Oh, that's
Hi.
interesting.
All right. Well, everybody funnels in. We try to figure it out. Would you like to introduce yourself and tell us a little bit about yourself?
Oh, yeah, sure. Ooh, my favorite, my icebreaker. I'm like, oh, the panic's already happening. I'm used to having a script when I read. You know what I'm saying? Um,
Right.
so, hi, everybody. My name is Madison. I am the secondary half of Theo and Madi, a audiobook narration duet. I'm a voice actor, and I mostly do romance audiobooks. Hello, hello. Hi, Mother of Dragons. How you doing?
And how did you get into audio?
So I originally was trained mostly in on-camera work, and I had graduated into the pandemic, right? So around like 2020, and the entire industry was just floundering because they couldn't record anything. And I had always really loved video games, so I initially kind of came in that way, and I still do loads of video games, but it's like a secondary business. And I I kind of just fell into it on accident, and I built my first closet booth, and it was like maybe the wall was like this close to my face. And from there, Theo and I met on a audiobook duet project, and we became fast friends, and then discovered that our voices worked really well together, and we had very, comparable styles and chemistry, and then the rest was kind of from history. It was a very happy accident. So yeah.
I know when I saw your guys' duet account, I wasn't sure if you guys were like in the same vicinity because
Mhm.
your videos look like you're right next to each other.
Ah, sick, incredible. Oh, movie making magic.
Yeah. So I was curious. I was like, when we were studying this up, when you were like, oh, he's in a different time zone. I'm like, what do you mean you guys are not next to each other? Like you fed my illusion of you guys are right next, like sharing seats.
We love to keep the illusion alive because people ask all the time, like, and we'll give you a little like behind the curtains, but people are like, oh, do you guys record at the same time? Do you, do anything? The only thing that we do prior is we prep like blocking and stuff, but we record separately. So, um,
Really?
yeah.
That
Mhm.
just speaks to your guys' talent because
Totally.
I was completely floored when you said that. I was like, what do you mean? Exactly, like the light and the setting, it looks exactly the same. So I would have never guessed. If you didn't say anything, I would just assume that you guys were like sitting right next to each other at the same chair. I would have never guessed.
Yeah, the pros of like what is it? Just like a really dark shadow in post, and you can just if there's a black background, you can do anything with it. I think Theo joined. Is he here? No, he left
I,
again,
s- I sent him a request and then I think he left.
and then he
Yeah,
left.
very clever. And your
Oh,
voices
thank you.
do sync so well together. So I'm glad that you guys met and were like, you know what, we work together. Let's keep this going.
Yeah, it was really odd because he had asked. He was like, "Oh, do you want to start doing some like auditions together for romance audiobooks?" And I was like, "Sure." I had slim to no audiobook experience when we first started. Oh, Theodore, is it still not working?
Hey, I got some bad news. Yeah, I did
Oh,
some little research. I won't be able to use my camera unless I have 10,000 followers.
okay.
Um,
10,000?
yeah,
That's brutal.
maybe this is old, but I was looking at the checklist. Apparently, the account needs to be 30 days old, and this account has been basically just like I haven't used it in ages, so maybe that counts. Then I need live access, and live access apparently kicks in at 10,000, but I'm honestly not
Mhm.
sure. Either way,
Yeah.
I don't have 10,000.
yeah, it doesn't make sense, but either way, I think I'd rather be here in spirit. And honestly, my profile picture does it looks basically like I look today. It's got the mullet and everything, so
I'm gonna try so hard not to laugh with my direct questions.
so yeah, so sorry. Hello. What did I miss? What are you guys up to?
I had Maddie introduce herself and tell us a little about herself, and then we were also commenting on how we had no idea you guys were recording in different booths.
Yeah. No, it is it is kind of crazy. We haven't met in person. Um
At all.
yeah. Or at least that's what we tell people. Who knows? Maybe we live in the same flat. Uh
Yeah.
but that's the public truth.
If you do, Theo's living under my floorboards because I haven't seen him, which is a little concerning. So
Yeah, but those
Very dark
noises.
romance of you.
very dark romance.
The
He's really taking his
scratches.
role seriously. It's very method.
Yeah, that neighbor that you hate that complains all the time, that's just me in a wig.
Oh, that's incredible.
That makes sense. Well, Thea, if you want to introduce yourself and tell us a little bit about yourself.
Yeah, hi. I'm Barbie. Uh I, hi, I'm Theo. I am a voice actor, audiobook narrator, and producer. I wish I could turn my video on, but I can't. I'm really sorry for that. And yeah, I've been working in the industry for like 4 years now,
Mhm.
4 or 5. Yeah.
Mhm.
I can't really think of anything else to say about me other than that I'm lucky to be working with this individual. Yeah.
Your guys'
Oh,
voices mesh so well. I was telling her that you guys mesh so well, and then you guys also just always look like you're right next to each other. So we were all baffled to learn that you guys were just on the completely different hemisphere.
It is crazy. Yeah, it is wild. I mean, Jesus, we got unbelievably lucky. Um, yeah, did you tell the story of how we met?
Vaguely. So if you want to go into like deeper detail, go for it.
Yeah, obviously deeper detail within reason because we don't
Within
want to get in
reason.
trouble, do we, darling?
No.
Um, we worked on a project together where I was given an enormous amount of responsibility for not very much pay, but there we go. That's how it is sometimes. And I casted her along with some other performers. And yeah, I think you had like less than an hour's worth of narration and you were a pregnant snake woman. So that's
Yeah.
amazing.
I was practically typecasted. Maybe not the pregnant part, but the snake lady, absolutely.
This is our way of announcing. Yeah, so Maddie was the pregnant snake lady. I was pretty much everybody else. We somehow managed to get through that production. And then, yeah, we were just friends. And we didn't jump into working together straight away. Because honestly, I was kind of intimidated by Maddie because her production was so much cleaner than mine. And I feel like she'd been in the industry for way longer than I had, which I now discover is not true at all.
This is such bullshit.
But yeah, I was doing some other stuff with another friend of mine and they got sick. And so to, make ends meet, I was like, Mads, do you have time to waste your time with me? And we auditioned for some stuff and we got it. And I was like, oh, that's funny. Usually it takes like 20 auditions to get something. Let's try that again just for fun. And then we tried it again and we got it. And I was like, oh my God, this is so stupid. What if we got a third one? And then we tried again and we got a third one. And then I stopped laughing and I was like, okay, maybe this should be a business because Jesus Christ, I need to cling to this for all I can, for all I'm worth. Because, goddamn, yeah, times were tough before I met Maddie, and now times are slightly less tough. So that's brilliant.
Yay. I heard you guys for the first time on Gigi Stick's book. And her books are intense.
Yeah. We freaking love those
Yeah,
books
no.
so much. We still talk about them constantly. We have like a list of quotes that we have recorded. And yeah, a lot of them come from that book. Those books in general are
Yeah.
fucking
They were some of the most fun to record because they were Gigi has such a great way of making something absolutely nuts, but having a really strong emotional and story device core to it. So it's like certain scenes were just insane, but then afterwards something would come of it or the characters would change and it was just something would come of it. But like they were such a joy to perform. Yeah, really love Gigi's books.
You guys were so fun to listen to because I read like the trigger warnings. That was one of the first books I actually read the trigger warning and I was like,
Good.
oh,
Yeah.
it is a mile long. And I was like, okay, I want to just switch over to the audio. That way I don't look too closely at some of the stuff because she has something in there that I'm just like, oh.
I mean, honestly, you say something, it's like it's like which one are you referring to? Because there's one scene obviously that I don't think I can mention anything that happens in the scene or this live will be taken down.
Theo, I genuinely am like, which scene is it? Because I'm like, you could. Oh, is it book 1 or book 2?
I think it's the axe scene.
Oh, that's book 1. Yeah.
Yeah, that's one of my favorite scenes of all time.
So fun. Yeah.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
There was like a couple of scenes. I was just like,
there was.
Okay. And she doesn't give you any warning. There's no hi, how are you? It's just like, here you go.
No.
Here's some unhinged stuff that you weren't expecting. I remember I started it and I was like, oh, okay.
It's even
like
like that for us because
we're in it.
Yeah, no, we tend to like try to go in pretty blind to our productions. Obviously we do like prepping before, but we find that like the emotion, we're very lucky. Like we're not an on-camera actor who needs to memorize lines. Like we can go into something and have like a really honest, truthful performance. And so sometimes coming into some Gigi scenes, I'd be like, oh, this is what's happening?
Yeah.
Holy crap, this is what's happening? So we're having the same feeling as you when we're recording it.
And we used to have the process of like we wanted to read before. And we know a lot of performers who do read all the way through before, which is wonderful and fantastic. And it's brilliant that they work like that. But we have found over the course of performing as many books as we've done now that like keeping things live and raw, if your heart's being broken, my heart's being broken. If it's my chapter, you know what I mean. So like, if I sound devastated, it's probably because I am.
Yeah,
Uh,
absolutely.
yeah, which we find fun. Like, if you want to call it a hack to become better actors, I mean, yeah, you're probably not wrong. um, but no, yeah, we like it like that.
I'm always curious to ask narrators if you go and like you dissect the book before you record, or if you cold read. So we've had people come in and be like, "Yeah, we prep it very well," and then I've had people say they cold read, and I'm like, "How do you cold read a Gigi Sticks book?" Because I would have been in the booth like a femur. I'm sorry, like excuse me, where did it go? So I'm like, I
It's
don't
a
know how
bad
you
thing.
guys could cold read.
That is absolutely the response you have. It can be really fun when you're going through something and you're discovering it with the character. And it's a true testament to like how well Gigi writes her books. But it was so easy to like flow into the narrative. Nothing ever felt jarring. And it was always just like, I just remember sometimes finishing some of her scenes and being like, holy shit, that was so fun. I think like either I was crying or something horrific was happening. I was like, I think I need to sit down for a second.
Yeah, because
Yeah,
like you said, she has that deep emotion rooted into her work too. So it's like you're also like you're cringing, but you're also like, wow, that was heavy.
Oh, absolutely.
yeah.
Mhm.
Like we're both film students,
Okay.
so we're kind of like I don't know. There's a little bit of an improv background with us, so it's like we take it as we go, and also we really get involved in the characters.
Mhm.
So if I'm in like a zero mindset, um, I'm already ready to be afraid at the drop of a hat, right? So yeah, when the female scene comes along, I'm ready to go, even though I didn't know it was coming.
I can't believe like especially those books, that's how I found you. And I was just like, I don't know how they kept a straight face throughout this book. It's not screaming.
You know, there is a pause button for a reason, you know? So sometimes you have to like pause and be like, okay,
Yeah,
this
I
is
was gonna
happening.
say, saying that we kept a straight face for the whole book would be a lie, because we didn't. But we did for the bits you heard, because that's the professional
It's a
production.
professionalism, absolutely.
Yeah. But
Yeah,
no,
we
there,
love
there were
Gigi.
moments like the scene I'm thinking about, the axe scene. I had to stop, and they were like, we record live, obviously, and I'd send the clip to Maddie, going like, "What the hell is going on? Oh my god!"
See, that makes me feel so seen because I was like, how are I thought you guys were sitting next to each other, so I was like, did they pause and like look at through the window? Like, did you just read that? Like, this is where
Oh,
we
could you imagine if we had that set up? That would have been so sick. We're like right next to each other. We could like open the booth door and be like, "What are you doing, buddy? How are things over there?" I come out like I'm like just streaked in tears, and you like look shell shocked. We're like, "What's happening?"
I haven't gotten that far yet.
Yeah, exactly.
Dude,
Absolutely.
honestly, I think it's such a lucky thing that we don't do that, because
Yeah.
how hot it gets in my booth, I record mostly in my pants. So if we shared a booth space, it
In
would be
your bath?
sweaty and awful.
Oh, yeah, he said it's in his pants. Yeah, like
Oh,
your
I thought
like
he
his
said in a
boxers.
bath. I was like, in a bathtub? Like, that's a good
Dude, can you
acoustics.
imagine how pruny I'd get?
The acoustics in that would be atrocious.
It would be like this echoey, waily thing.
Yeah.
Basically, there's a splash, and then in 2 chapters' time, I'm the pruniest man on earth.
I was like, I had to hear that because I was like, hold on.
Only was that
I
relaxing. Dude,
do
our
want
entire
to
equipment would
into that.
electrocute us.
Well, we just
Oh
had
my
a
god,
guest
yeah.
say that she had to record with like comforters over her head while she was in the bathtub through like a Tupperware container.
Hot damn, that's incredible. Oh
So
my
I was
god.
like, I
Yeah,
can
the
see
bathtub wasn't
it.
full, though, right? Yeah, that makes sense. As
No.
long as the bathtub wasn't full of water, because if the bathtub was
No.
full of water,
I was thinking like her setup, like, you were soundproofing yourself with like a Tupperware, and I was like, that gets hot. Like you have to be drenched
Oh,
in sweat
dude.
by the time you get to a
oh,
chapter.
dude, seriously, yeah, dripping sweat sometimes. Both of us.
Yeah.
experience this.
Oh, it's horrific. Yeah. Sometimes when there's a heat wave, we're both just like just suffering. It looks like
Well,
we've jumped into a pool.
for the oh god, for the most recent like videos we did that we're posting on Instagram, you were in the dark, and you're not normally in the dark. And at the end of the raws that you sent me for the edit, you lean into the camera and you're like, oh, I'm so happy that it's dark because I'm dripping sweat right now. Get out of here.
We always talk about how it's like, obviously with the stuff we post, there's like so much mystique and whatnot. And I'm like, dude, if we released half of our raws, like all of that mystery would just be tarnished. They'd be like, oh, they're human, they're annoying.
Even our daily meetings, I'm like, if 20 minutes of our daily meetings were released, I think some of our fans would become closer fans, but I think most of our fans would unfollow us immediately. So,
I personally love like all the bloopers when people release bloopers because those are so fun. Like I had one audiobook. It was the first ever audiobook I listened to that had bloopers at the end, and I think it was Sean Masters, and he could not pronounce the girl's name, so he just kept messing it up, and by the end he was like, for fuck's sake, I'm done.
Oh no, we've so been there. My goodness. Oh, I
we've
felt
had
that in my
so
core.
many times. Oh god, do I say? Yeah, fuck it. I'm gonna say this.
Oh no.
We have this thing where we use a lot of code, because we're weird and we're friends and we talk every second of every fucking day. But we have this thing called scrote.
Scrote, yes.
Yeah. Scrote. So, scrote is the process of like, are you reading a book and there's a word that if Theo's like completely brain dead, he'll mispronounce this. Scrote it up, record it, send it to Theo.
It's essentially like a double checker. I honestly, look, we're total full transparency. I'm pretty sure the word started with scrotum. I have no idea how it became that. Do you remember?
I think it was total transparency, then it became scrotal transparency, and then it was scrote. But I could be wrong.
I could. But yeah, we say that we have our own version of brain rot. We call it T&M brain rot, and that's one of them. So
yeah.
Because those books are long, so you're in the booth for a while recording them, I'm assuming. Yeah.
Oh yeah,
absolutely. Yeah, it's a marathon. However, it's like you get to spend so much time with characters and in a space, and after a while, once you've done several audiobooks, you kind of know what you're in for. I remember the first couple of audiobooks we did, I was not prepared for how long it was going to be, because it is like very jarring the first couple of times, but then after a while you get used to it. So
yeah, that was a fun little arc to watch you on, because I think the first audiobook you ever did was with me.
I think, yeah, it was with you. Yeah, it was.
You came from being a big star gamer.
Oh yeah, I'm a big star, massive star.
And what do you think is the most that has changed between your first audiobook production to now?
Oh god, so much. You want to start, Theo?
Oh my god, no. I mean, what hasn't?
Yeah, no kidding.
My first ever. I don't even want to say the title because I don't want to send people that way. But it was a history book. I used to do loads of history books back in the day, and it was on a different microphone. There was no soundproofing. I was editing on Audacity.
On Audacity?
On Audacity.
My heart just hurt.
This is before I got Logic, and then when I met Maddie, I transitioned from Logic to Audition. So it's like, what hasn't changed? It's unbelievable. I think the change from when we started to where we are now is a little bit less dramatic, but it's still like unbelievable. It's like a puddle to an ocean type difference.
Yeah, I think even, I don't know about you, Theo, but it feels like every couple of months, like we feel like we change a lot. At least, like sometimes it's always hard to listen to your stuff and you're your own worst critic, but I'll go back like maybe 4 months, something super recent. I'm like, oh God, what was I thinking?
I don't do that. And you know what? I might do that with myself, but I'd never do that to Maddie. I'm Maddie's biggest fan in so many aspects. So I'm always the one telling her that she's done an amazing job, even when she says that she hasn't. Like, something that I've done since I was a child is accents. And Maddie is incredible at accents, absolutely incredible, but has started later than I did. So like right now, we're cruising up to do an Australian book. We just did an Irish book. So Maddie's like learning how to do an Australian accent from scratch in like 3 weeks, and she's doing such a good job. So I think that's the biggest difference. I think our production, like the difference is huge, but I think our performance is the thing that's improved the most by far.
Oh yeah. Hmm.
And how do you learn accents? I'm always fascinated to figure that out.
Yeah, I think.
I think
Do you
Matt's
want to
got,
go, Theo, or do you want to go? You
you've
go.
definitely got more to say about that than me.
Well, I'm probably Theo has such a natural, almost like musical ear for accents. It's like a little annoying because he can pick things up so much faster than me, and I'll be like, Theo, could you tell me how to say this word in specific, or like, oh, this rule of this accent? And like you have concept of rule obviously because you learn it, but he just has this like it becomes like a way of just existing. It's almost like he's just learned the language, and it's incredible. Um, it's true. You are annoyingly very good at this.
Thank you.
um, of
It's
course.
kind of like I don't want to sound like I'm singing my own praises because I'm truly not. But it's like when you go to jam with someone and they jam really well, and then you're like, oh man, well, where did you learn that? Like, where did you learn to read music? And it's like, oh, I don't read music. I just play what I feel.
Yeah.
Um,
Oh, absolutely.
yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I was doing Scottish accent when I was like 5 years old, so I just have it in me. I'm just a mischief mate. I used to do it to take the piss out of my dad. So yeah. Whereas Maddie learns it like algorithmically. Um, watching Maddie try and learn from like my pointers and then learn from it's like it's like yesterday you asked me to say a word and I had to say the word like 100 times.
Hmm.
You remember that? And you were like, I got it on the second time, and I was like, no, I'm not doing it for you. I'm doing it for me. I'm just making sure I'm not sending you
Yeah.
down the wrong road.
I almost get him like more in his head about it because so like when I've learned accents in the past and when like I'm learning, I think there's like two phases to learning it. One is learning the rules of the specific accent you're learning from, and most of the time the thing that you want to do is listen to one person.
Yeah.
Because like let's just say for Australian, right? Like you're listening to Steve Irwin, right? Like Steve Irwin's accent is very different from somebody who like lives in Sydney. So if you're listening to those two people at the same time, you're going to get different rules, right?
Yeah.
And so some of the time it's just listening to one person and getting the rules down. So like with Australian, you're getting your O's, you're getting your softer R's, and then it kind of gets into this space where Theo just excels in so quickly and naturally, where you're kind of existing in the accent and living in it. So you're talking in it 24/7. You're like immersing yourself kind of in the culture of it because there is like a cultural aspect to it. Nothing too insane, but just like then you get the melody of the accent, and it's so cerebral and annoying.
Yeah.
See, when I talk about it, it's so fucking boring, and then Theo's like,
No,
"Oh,
it's
it's
not
music
boring.
to my
I'm
ears."
laughing. I'm laughing because with Australian, we've been doing a lot of Aussie slang during our meetings, and we were just laughing at the fact like we have undoubtedly the book we will do with the Australian accent is going to be wonderful, and the writing's going to be fantastic. I was like, can you imagine if we did a sex scene and he's like, "Yeah, get your slanger out, mate." Oh yeah. Let's see your dirty old slanger. You know, it's like that is just not.
Censor this. This is so filthy, Theo.
Not
On
the vibe.
TikTok Live.
Yeah, mate. Her body's got me dead cactus, mate. Oh god.
I took off a chokers.
Oh, Chocker's got the wing hangers. You know what I mean, mate?
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Because I'm always curious, especially like if you're studying for a role, I feel like, I guess for me, I would just be constantly like reading the lines over and over and over again. So I'm like, if you're learning an accent, is that the only accent you talk in until you have to record just to perfect it? So you're walking around, you're ordering coffee, and you're like in the accent. They're like, did you always have that accent? Or
Absolutely. No, the biggest fear. There was this one time when we were doing the Lovely Broken Doll series where I was doing Irish, and I was in a pub, and I live in Jersey City, and I was like in New Jersey, obviously, and I was in like an Irish pub, and I was like, "There's no like I can practice my Irish right now. No way, an Irish person is gonna walk into that room and hear me." And no joke, within like 5 minutes, some guy comes in and he's like, I just went to a soccer tournament, and I'm sitting there like, I got so self-conscious, and I was like, should I go up to him and like, I was like, no, you can't, like, they're gonna think you're making fun of him, and I was like, immediately got, like, I'm red thinking about it, right? But yeah, so you do try to live it as much as possible because you want it to become almost like a second nature, so you're not thinking about it while you're recording.
Yeah, you
But yeah,
have to do justice to it as well because otherwise it's disrespectful. You know what I mean?
yeah. Uh-oh.
Oopsies.
Cool.
Oh no, Christina. Hello.
There. TikTok got a
Hello.
little scary with me for a second. I was like, hold
Oh
on.
no, it's okay. We were both like alert as can be. You were saying something, Dan?
Yeah, no, you have to give it the right amount of respect, like any accent that we do. That's the only thing that matters really. Um, yeah, I used to do that too back in uni. I had different pubs in Bath where I went to university, where I had different accents for the different bars. So like the Griffin, I was Australian.
No
The
way.
Cannon, I was Scottish. It was how I practiced. Yeah.
See,
Anyway.
that would be fun. You're just to go to where in this bar I'm Australian, in this bar I'm Irish, in this bar I'm Scottish, and they have no idea who I am.
And they don't care. Like they couldn't give less of a shit who I am, but it was good
Right.
practice. I remember I saw one of them at like a zebra crossing, and I was like, "Oh fuck, am I Australian?"
Which character am I?
I know, yeah. It's basically like living 15 cover stories all at once.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And someone said you did a Spanish production. How was that?
You go.
Oh, sorry. It was Sylvia. I think Sylvia was in the chat. Yeah, so we did like
Oh,
it
really?
was
Thank
for
you.
Caballeros, and so we had to like it was Texan and Chicano culture, and we had to like get at least passing with certain Spanish and like intermix it with a Texan accent, which was a really interesting challenge because normally it's like, you know, you're sticking into one, but you almost have to do like a mid switch, mid sentence, because you want the Spanish to sound as authentic as possible, as well as the Texan. So it was really, oh, thanks, Sylvia. How are you doing, doll?
Hello. Thank
But
you.
yeah, so it was a really, really fun challenge, and we had so much fun with that book, and it was quick.
Yeah.
So like all of a sudden it was gone, and we were sad. So
Is there an
I just
accent
love
that was
doing
easier to learn?
I'm sorry.
Was there an accent that came very naturally to either of you?
What it was yours, Theo?
Scottish.
Scottish? Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I've done it for such a long time that it's just like a different. I can just walk around all day and I doing it. But honestly, if I was gonna say like a recent accent, it would definitely be the Southern. I just love this voice so much. It's so fun to do, and I don't even know if I do a good one. I think it's probably very stereotypical, but I love it. It's just so fun. What about you, man?
I think the one that I didn't have to try too hard on was probably British. I don't know why.
Oh, you rule at British, yeah.
Yeah, but I don't remember. Like I have no concept of learning it or trying to learn it. It just kind of existed, which is really odd.
Yeah, no, but I
wonder.
know what you mean. I know exactly.
Yeah.
I can tell you why. I think it's because you've got just the right amount of pretentious colonial dominance in you.
It was just in my blood from day one. It was very easy.
No, I'm just ready to, to patronize you and talk down to you. Yeah.
I mean, yeah, it was just like, it's like a, what was it called? It was like my second life or something. Oh, see my cat's on the floor if you want to say hi. Hey, baby. Are you feeling?
Oh, I know. Are you feeling needy? Is that why you're here?
Hi,
Oh,
baby.
I love kitties.
I know, she's a
do
good
an
girl.
incredible, like, queenly British. Something that I'm really looking forward to is Maddie having an excuse to do, like, one of these, like maybe a Cockney or something.
That would be so fun. Yeah, the big thing for us is we try, like, because we're learning accents for projects, we don't really pick up other ones when we're not working because it would just be confusing.
Right.
But if somebody said you got to do like a Cockney, I'd be so stoked.
That's fun. And you guys mesh so well together. So how do you guys pick projects to work? Like which books? How do you pick a book to work with?
Do you want to answer that, Theo?
Do you want me to answer that?
I mean, either or. I think we're gonna both have the same answer, but it's like anybody will have us. So like,
Yeah, I feel it's funny. It's like I there's part of me that's like, yes, keep this mystique. They think that you pick and choose your projects because you're so famous and desirable. But no, we really like throughout our entire career, I doubt we've turned down more than 5.
I think the only times we've ever turned something away was finances. or if there was a project that had more of like a smut ratio, but it was at a lower pay. So like we tend to like want full pay if it's going to be like very smut heavy, just because it's more NSF.
Yeah.
But even
that's
then,
really it, right?
that was like early career.
Yeah, true.
We
We'd
didn't have
probably be fine now.
because like now we're sluts to a man. You know?
Big horrors. Yeah. Big
It's
horrors
true.
for a PFA tower, you know.
Like when I started doing an SFW, I was under an alias, you know, and now I couldn't care less. I look back at the person under the alias and I was like, well, Jesus, man, get over yourself. What the fuck?
Yeah, toss that ego out. Yeah.
Seriously. Like, they're going to find you anyway.
Do you guys have any topics that you like, or I guess trigger warnings that you wouldn't do? I don't know if you guys have any left after Gigi, but just
Yeah, I feel like that almost answers your question.
I was like, I gotta ask just because.
I think the answer is no. How
No.
would you deal?
There are definitely ones we don't like. But I don't think there's a single one we see in the list of trigger warnings where we're like, oh, we can't do that. No, we're just like,
Yeah.
good for you.
I
We'll
think
do
it's
it.
like preferences, obviously, like, you know, but there's nothing shocks us.
Yeah, like for instance, I'll just give mine as an example. Like, role play makes me want to crawl underneath my bed and cry. But I'm gonna do it. I'm not. I don't want to shame anyone for that.
Can I
That's
see?
bad.
Can
I'm
I
gonna
just
do a good job with it.
Can I just point out that when it went out on blood play, it totally just sounded like you're like foreplay, and I was like, all this
Yeah, I hate foreplay.
I hate foreplay.
I want to get straight into the business. You know what I mean? Don't want to waste any time. Massive reveal. Theo's actually straight and doesn't care about foreplay in the slightest.
Oh, it's hysterical.
Yeah, because I mean,
Nice.
especially after reading or listening to you guys with Gigi, and then I listened to Hunting Pretty, and I was like, these guys must just be like, we'll take anything. We have no trigger. You want us to read that unhinged stuff? Bring it. Like, it doesn't make sense.
It kind of is. Like, it's fun
Yeah.
when something shocks us. And I think, too, like, our voices tend to pair well a lot with dark romance. Like, I would say, what would you say we usually get called in for the most? Probably dark romance and then maybe, like, fantasy romance?
Dude, bar none.
Dark romance.
is
Yeah.
so far and away the number one.
Yeah.
And then behind that, I guess it would be fantasy romance, but I feel like the subgenres we get more of, like billionaire romance, we get a lot of that.
Yeah. We've gotten that a lot, too. I'm trying to
And
think.
I do think our voices line up for that well, too. Like, I can make myself sound like I have lots of money quite easily, which is laughable. Because,
What does that
poverty.
sound like, Theo? What does it sound like when you have loads of money?
apparently it sounds like this, doesn't it, darling?
Oh my
Nailed
goodness. Incredible.
I know, because I've seen you guys mainly in dark romance. So I'm always wondering if you guys have a preference in genre, or if there's a genre that you haven't dove into that you would want to dive into.
Oh, what a good question.
Go, Theo. Go, Barbie.
Well, I mean, I love the genres that we do. I don't want
Yeah.
to stop doing anything.
Yeah.
But no, I'm an absolute fantasy freak. Like, yeah, being obsessed with accents means that fantasy is like, I get to do I get to do a troll, I get to do death, I get to do a demon. Fuck yeah, absolutely. So
Yeah.
fantasy is definitely the one for me. Yeah, but you can have dark fantasy romance, you know. But like, I think, sorry about the names. You go, Maddie, and then I'll remember the name of the book by the time you've answered.
Yeah. I it was funny recently, and like not to give too much away, because like we don't want to say nothing. But we had, I've been just frothing at the mouth for Cyberpunk recently. Like I've been playing the freaking game. I've been watching the show. I was like telling Theo, I was like, God, I really want to get to Cyberpunk. And then it was like kismet. Somebody reached out, and we were like, so I feel like my dream just came true. I'm trying to think of if there's anything else that we would be, again, kind of what Theo was saying, like we love everything we do. There's something really special about every genre.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
They all scratch different parts of the brain. Yeah, LB. LB.
Oh yeah. In the Shadows.
Yeah, In the Shadows. That's
Yeah.
kind of like the brush of like fantasy X dark romance that I love. Yeah, but we love everything. We want to be diplomatic about this.
Yeah, we do, because it is like sometimes we'll get cast in something we don't normally get cast in, and it's really exciting to like be able to explore something different. So
Yeah, like we did like a load of sci-fis near the end of last year.
yeah,
Um, they were tiny little short sci-fi eroticas, and they were sick. I got to do
yeah,
loads
they're
of
awesome.
different types of aliens.
Yeah, ginormous big blue dudes. It was
And
awesome.
I made one of the like slug type people. I was like, right, I've been given free reign on the accent. They're all gonna sound Welsh. Here we go.
Yeah, that one was fun because they had so many different races. And so Theo and I, before we started, we were like, all right, we're going to be extra about this. If they're green, they're Irish. If they're, and that's not because of luck of the Irish. I'm sorry. Anyways, but like, we really got to go kind of nuts and we're like, okay, if they're red, they're Russian. Now I'm just being, I don't know what's going on with me. Just keep, just please stop me. So, yeah, anyways.
That's fun because I'm always curious if people are gonna do like fantasy. I feel like fantasy is like a big one that people want to dive into, or like monster romance. I was like, I could see you. You said troll. I was like, I could see you being like an alien or something. Like that would be fun.
Please.
Yeah.
Actually, you know what? You just shook the cobwebs loose. Bar none for both of us. It's horror.
Oh, wait, we're idiots. Yeah, of course.
We're
Okay.
both idiots. Like number one, we have done maybe one or two books that could be considered kind of horror.
Yeah.
But oh man, the dream is just like we want a horrifying book where we
Yeah.
can just scare people.
Like without a HEA, just straight.
An erotic thriller would be very fun. I didn't
Oh,
even think
absolutely.
about that. Yeah, that would be sick. Yeah,
Yeah,
maybe because
there's
we
no
do.
need to get rid of that stuff. It can be terrifying and sexy at the same time.
Yeah, sexy scary is our favorite. Sexy scary.
Yeah, those are our nicknames.
Yeah, that's our nickname.
Who's who?
Who's sexy and who's scary? I'm absolutely scary, right?
Absolutely, yeah, no, there's no question.
There's bar none. It's me.
And someone said, who would, if you were recommending someone to dive into your narration, what would be your recommendation?
Oh, that's so hard. Oh my god, that's like choosing our favorite child. I can't do that. Go
I
through it
feel like
all.
I feel like we can't do that, but I mean, I do have a recommendation.
Ooh, what is it? Go.
Um, this is not because I'm playing favorites. It's just it has a special pot in my heart. It would be The Cruel Dark. It's one of
Yeah,
our
that was one of
earliest
our
books.
first. Mhm.
I think if you want to hear us doing a good job, but when we were younger, and like hear the transition of how much better we get,
Yeah.
that's a place to start.
That was a very like pivotal point, I think, for both of us because I think that was our third book together, and I feel
Yeah.
like that was one of the first times that I really felt like I was a good, I was a good narrator. So that's very sweet. I like that choice.
Yeah, well, I think like when we started, we were kind of wondering if this could work, and then CJ and B and those other early authors, like they're the ones who kind of gave us the confidence to do it, right?
Yeah, they really did. We have loads of. I think it was like CJ, B, LB as well, who really spearheaded us in the beginning of our business. So
Yeah, 100%.
yeah. Mhm.
So, and when you guys were first starting out, you guys said that you had a theater background. Was that like in college or was that in your younger years?
What was your background, Theo?
Being a freak.
Okay, can I just comment on how annoying he is again? So you know how I told you about how accents just come supernaturally to him? So like I have trained as an actor for years,
Oh, fuck
right?
off.
No, I'm gonna slam you right now for years, right? And then I meet him and he's like you I mean you've taken some classes, right? Like but just like has such a natural gift for this. And I think it's a mix of Theo's like being weird, but also the fact that he just can you have such a way of like of amending your craft that just is really really impressive. So he's just a fucking natural. It's annoying.
Well, thank you.
Darling.
And then, yeah, to return, like I said, when I first heard her perform, it was like, I felt so out of my depth. Like, with respect to the other people we work with, it was like everyone and then Maddie, right? So I was like, if I'm going to work with anyone else, it's not going to be Maddie, because Maddie would never want to work with me. Because she sounds like so clean and like she's been acting for her whole life. So yeah, if you want to accuse me of being raw talent, which I guess I'll accept, you're like the wealth 30 minutes. Like, I've always said this, you're like every single part of the ship, and then I'm the thing you stick on the front. Like, you're the wheel, you're the engine, you're the sails, you're everything, and then I'm just like the figurehead who goes like, isn't Maddie doing such a good job?
That is such bullshit, and you know it, but I will
I
take the
like it.
compliment. Yeah, it is. Really.
And does your acting background help with narration, do you feel like? It's contributed to how you can narrate?
Yeah, I never took actually like audiobook narration classes. So in a way, like I did learn this on the job. But acting is acting is acting is acting. Obviously, there's like differences with narration. Like obviously, you telling the story is really important. Um, but yeah, like I think the more that you can connect to the material, it's almost like the easier it becomes.
Yeah.
It's like that feeling of flow state where you and the material are just connected, and you can kind of just ride the wave with it. That's always kind of the feeling you're looking for. I know that's like super vague, and it's talking about acting is like talking about air. It's just like you don't fucking see it. It's like you're just like it just happens. But yeah.
I just feel like narration has changed so much, especially recently. You went from just reading the words on the page to acting behind, a microphone. So I'm always curious if that acting background helps you get into character, especially with the characters that you guys do. They're so in depth, they have so many layers. So that's why I'm always curious about your guys' background, how you get into the role.
God, I'm gonna be pretentious and an asshole again.
What's new, Theo? Don't pretend like you don't do this all the time.
Everyone always says that we're secretly in a relationship. I think it's more likely that we secretly hate each other.
Oh
no! That makes more sense.
We kind of just do. We kind of just do. I feel like you start reading, and then I think there's an experience level you get to it. You just do. You become those characters. You become those characters, and then for the whole book, you are that character. I do think it relies a lot on the authors, our amazing authors that we work with, writing character for people, writing character for characters, as much as that's a bit of a mouthful. Because when someone's written very characterfully, I mean, you can't help but become it. Like, even as a reader, even if you weren't performing, you absolutely couldn't possibly help but, become all of the cast. So what I'm basically saying is we're not talented, it's the authors. Cool.
Yeah, no, that's actually kind of true. Like, the more specific the writing is, the easier it is for us. Like, it's just, yeah. It's interesting because whenever we start a new book, you're always kind of like, it's so frustrating because the first chapter you're kind of wading through and you're like, all right, I think I'm gonna go this direction. I feel like this seems like a good instinct. And then by about halfway through, it's like, again, with audiobooks, because they're so long, you really get time with everybody. Like, I remember when we finished I Will Break You and I Will Mend You, which were both like 17-hour books, and we did them right back to back.
Yeah.
That, like, when we ended that book, I was like, oh my God, I'm really gonna miss Amethyst. And so it's like you kind of become and I don't know how else to say it again without sounding like a pretentious asshole.
I mean, we're actors, so I guess it's kind of good. But like, it's funny. I'm sure other people hear this, but if they don't, I guess I'm going to ruin all of our books forever now. But especially for long series, I think you listen to the first chapter of the first book and then the last chapter of the last book, and it's like, if you follow through all of those books, 1 and 0, you won't notice the change. But if you listen to the first chapter ever where I was 0 and the last chapter ever, they sound different.
Yeah.
Because the 0 and the last chapter, that's me sat down in a character that I'm 32 hours into being.
You also need to kind of go. No, sorry, I thought you were done.
It's like the Pretty series. Like, dude, in the last book of that, my Irish was so it was just as good as it was before, but it was like it was specifically their brogue. Like it became their own thing. So yeah, don't do that. Don't listen to the first chapter of the first book and then the last chapter of the last book, because you'll be like, wow, these guys are hacks.
Every narrator is going to be like, stop it,
Stop telling all the industry secrets.
Yeah.
What are you doing?
It is interesting because you do as an actor, because especially with audiobooks, there can feel like this desire to be really technically perfect, to really hit sentences certain ways and to say things certain ways. But like the best kind of audiobook narrator, or to like make sure the voices are the exact same or like whatever. But to be honest, like trusting the process and trusting your instrument. God, I sound like a total doofus. Like it's really
instrument.
but like you really have to, it's really pivotal to making a series sound engaging and whatnot. So
Yeah, and if you're an MMC, just trust in your instrument. I wish my camera was on.
I know, I miss seeing your face. This is so sad.
I was like, he's about to enlighten us about being an MMC. He just caught me off guard.
He's gonna enlighten you with some like beautiful, just a
dick joke.
joke.
Nothing crazy, nothing new there.
I did set him up for that. I saw that. Yep, I do that a lot. Like, unfortunately, I'll sometimes say something in meetings, and I can see it in
You
his
do it
face.
deliberately, and you love it.
I know. I have to pretend I hate you. Remember, this is how this works.
So I've got to be really boring. I've got to bounce in 5 minutes.
Yeah.
So if we want to do like a quick fire of some of the questions that I've seen scrolling past in the comments.
Yeah, that sounds great. If you're up for that, Christina. You were an incredible interviewer, by the way. This has been so fun.
Amazing
oh my goodness. Yeah.
Would you guys do a paranormal, tragic, dark romance?
Hell yeah. Dude, give me tragedy. I love to cry. If anybody listened to I Will Break You, they would know. I love
beat me to it. Our favorite books are the ones that end terribly.
They actually are, to be honest.
And do you have an agent to contact if an author wants to hire you?
Contact us through our email, baby. We will answer, unfortunately. I mean, Not okay. Wait, hold the phone. Us, they're talking to us. We love you. Please contact us.
We love you, but it's unfortunately you have to speak to us direct.
Yes,
One
that
day,
is a joke. Holy crap!
One day. In the
I
future,
understood where you were going.
This is God. I shoot myself in the foot every once in a while. Where can we find your email? It is here. I'll type it. I think right. But also, if you go to our website, we have like a contact form.
It's on our link tree. It's on our website.
But here, I'll write it too. There you go, baby. I got you.
Maybe in the future.
Hopefully,
we'll have
if I invite book club in that way, if they have any questions, and if we can
wait, there's a book. Oh my goodness, there's people.
It's
oh my goodness.
Whoa! Hello!
Oh my goodness! Oh, I got so big and you guys got so small. Wait, come on!
You are huge.
I'm ginormous. Ew! Switch with me. Hi, guys. Oh my goodness!
You're awesome. You're so beautiful.
Same you guys. Hello.
This is
Thank
our
you. I know
small
my
but mighty book club. We're
Hi.
a couple members, but this is our book club.
How are you guys doing? Oh my goodness. Hi, small.
Good.
She's our honorary book club member.
Oh my goodness.
She doesn't read any of the books, but she's here for support.
That's good. Yeah. Maybe give it a couple more years for sure.
But I know we were diving in. I know book club was diving into Hunting Pretty. So I was fortunate enough to get that ALC, and I was like, you guys thought Gigi Nix was good. You guys need to listen to this one.
Oh, what are you guys thinking so far?
Utterly obsessed.
Oh, good. Oh, that's incredible.
That's amazing. Have you finished the whole series?
The whole series isn't out yet. Oh, for Gigi, sorry.
Oh, Gigi, yes. I think we're still working our way through Gigi because hers are intense. So we read hers and then we throw in like a fluffy, cute romance and then we go back.
Fair.
You're like, oh, okay, a femur. Let's go to a Hallmark movie.
Look, I'm just gonna say right now, and not as a spoiler. You know, the femur is something else.
Yeah. Well, the femur is technically a femur, but it's also not. Yeah, it's like you have to do a little bit of Gigi and then a little bit of like a Court of Rose and Thorns and then a little bit of Gigi. Yeah.
Yeah.
Just like sprinkle her in. I have to throw in like a
It's
princess
wild.
movie in between.
Yeah, it is wild.
We are obsessed with
Well,
you
I
guys.
have a question if you don't mind.
Oh, yeah. Yes,
Yeah, for
please.
both of you guys. First of all, thank you for all those audiobooks. You're doing a magnificent and amazing job, to be honest. I discovered you during the quarantine, and I saw your videos how you take these clips from the audiobooks, and it was perfect. We fell in love with you from that time, to be honest.
Oh.
So my question, which for both of you, which narrator you got inspired from during these 5 or 4 years of narrating?
Hmm. Do you wanna go first, Theo?
Yeah. So I mean, I'm gonna be absolutely disgustingly gay and say Maddie.
Oh, shut up! I was gonna say that. You can't steal
Yeah,
my
but
freaking answer. Okay,
it's
go
the
ahead.
truth. But then also, I haven't listened to him in so long time. I need to. But the person, because I listen to audiobooks all the time, not to call Maddie out or anything, but he doesn't listen to as many audiobooks as I listen to.
I definitely play like loads of video games, and I've been reading. I told Theo the other day, I was like, we read so much that sometimes I need like a good picture, you know. So,
Valid.
yeah.
Yeah, here we go. Jonathan Keeble and John Banks.
Mm-hmm.
I think for that like slow, old school British narration,
Mm-hmm.
they're the ones that really influence me. I think Jonathan Keeble especially, he's so good with characters.
Mm-hmm.
Neither of these guys do romance, neither of these guys do erotica. They're also elderly. So like, I think if they read an erotica, they'd probably have a heart attack. But, they're exceptional. Like they're theatre trained, proper actors that came to audiobooks, and so every book is like a play. They're unbelievable. They do something with it.
I'll be lame, and I was gonna. So the reason, and I have a reason for it. The reason I was gonna say Theo is because when we started working together, it was some of my first audiobooks, and so we were editing all of our books at this point. And so I listened to Theo ad nauseum, unfortunately, for hours on hours, right? But I learned so much from hearing how he narrates, and a lot of my style has been informed by him. And he was kind of like my teacher. He was like my maestro to a certain extent, and so, like, you know, genuinely, and he's so talented, and
Your
he's been
mentor.
so, yeah, no, absolutely. Because I kind of came into audiobooks and I was like, I have no idea what I'm doing. So he really took
He
me under his
cast you,
wing.
actually.
So yeah.
Well, nothing's changed. Neither of us. Now neither of us.
Yeah, exactly.
We're doing it together. So there we go. Thank you.
I love that. All right.
No, thank you for answering. Well, the chemistry between the both of you is amazing.
Oh, thank you.
Thank
I know.
you.
I think
we
for
did-
so long we thought you guys were married because I was like, you guys are so like we thought you guys were next to each other because of your videos, and then you guys meshed so well. I was like, are they married?
The amount of times we've got like comments where they're like, I bet you they have like 6 kids.
all the time, and we love it so much, and like we're not gonna deny it
You know, we're not gonna say
because it's
anything.
really good for engagement. So keep thinking.
I know. I
Who
was
knows?
baffled when you were like, oh, we're in different time zones. I was like, what do you mean?
Yeah, the kids struggle, but you know, you get by.
So in last minute book club members, hi guys.
Oh, God.
Am I ginormous on everybody else's page too?
You are
I do not like
absolutely
this.
giant. You are like twice the size.
Should I
of
put it up
anyone.
my nose at this point? Like, I hate this so much. Hey, you guys, how are you doing?
Hi.
I know Jen. She is reading Hunting Pretty right now. She's
Yeah, listening.
experiencing-
Yep.
Oh, sick! Oh my God, were you listening like right as it? Because that's dedication. It's incredible.
No, I was listening to it this morning. I got a chapter in this morning before we left.
Oh, nice. That's awesome. Yeah, it's a great series. We had so much fun with Sienna's book. So have fun. I think the third one, well, the second one's coming out, I think it's September 11th. Yeah, I was looking at my calendar.
Yeah.
Well, that's Thursday.
I just got the AOC too, so I'm like, I'm gonna just be like this all day. My house is gonna be so clean. So
Your
thank
house
you
should
guys.
be so clean.
Enjoy. Oh, I actually love that. It's like we can't even be considered bad influences because the houses are gorgeous. It's like
Well,
we
it's
should.
arguable.
Shine when you guys are in yours. And spoons have never been cleaner.
That's awesome.
Such a perfect innuendo.
Marissa, are you cooking?
No.
Okay.
Marissa, were you just caught?
It's game day. I got
always
cooking kids before football.
Oh, that's so cute. Oh, what are you cooking?
Eggs and bacon.
Hell yeah.
I am literally outside the stadium right now for Navy.
She's
Whoa.
it's
Nice.
and so it fits her now. So
Oh, so cute.
Good morning, Wendy. All right, are we ready for our group photo?
Morning,
Oh,
Wendy.
Oh no, the group photo where I'm massive and everyone's smiling. Looks such a
I know.
narcissist. This is great.
We'll switch. We'll get a big one of you, then we'll have to get a big one of Theo. Wait and see.
I think we should switch
Yeah.
and come
No, we'll
big,
send you one.
actually.
We'll send you one.
Okay.
All right, are we ready?
Yes.
Wendy,
Super ready.
are you gonna
ready?
see if Wendy's gonna turn on her camera?
Wendy.
Wendy, darling, light of my life.
Wendy, darling.
Ooh, yes.
I'm not gonna hurt you.
I'm not gonna hurt you.
I don't see your face, Wendy.
Come on, beautiful.
Not this morning.
I know, I look a hot mess.
Ready? One, two. I didn't exit it out this time. That's a win. I usually have to have Marissa take the photos because I
That's
always
why I quit trying because it always kicks me out.
Exactly. So we have backups. We compare afterwards.
Incredible. Smart.
All right, are we ready? Round two.
One.
Theo, we gotta get your best side.
One.
Little to the left, Theo. Little to the left.
Little to the
Okay.
can't.
All right, one. There we go. Yay!
Oh my god, I've been smiling so much my mouth is like twitching. Like you guys are so fun and so sweet.
Same.
And then like they're like, okay, time for a camera pic, and I'm like, but my mouth's already tired.
Thanks so much.
start to
This was
become
so
numb.
wonderful.
Yeah, literally.
I'm really sorry. I do have to go like right now.
No, thank you so much
Thank you
for
such
coming.
wonderful questions.
Thank you for
So-
being here.
Thank you.
You guys are so wonderful.
Cool. Well, huge love. Mads, not sure how you're feeling, but I'm just gonna abandon you. So
That's fine. I'm used to it at this point.
yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Huge love.
Bye,
Thanks,
you guys, for
guys.
joining me on the flip side.
Bye.
Bye. Okay.
And
this was
Maddie,
so
we thank you
fun.
so much for joining us. I know you guys have a busy schedule, and it being a Saturday morning, we thank you so much for taking time out of your day to chat with us and let us get to know you guys. You guys are
No,
a
this is-
phenomenal team, and we had such a blast getting to know you.
Oh, well, thanks. You guys are so lovely. This is so fun. I mean, genuinely, this has been such a lovely time. So thank you for making our Saturday.
Hey, I'm so glad, and we cannot wait to hear more of your guys' work. We will be the fans that have been stalking you.
Hell yeah! Absolutely. Very dark, stalker romance of you. I love it. It's very like in vogue with Hunting Pretty. I get it.
Yeah, so the moment we see something, you'll be like, "Hi, Maddie, it's me. I'm gonna go listen to it now. Thank you."
Incredible. Well, thank you guys so much for taking your time to come and chat with us. And this is so cool. So,
I
yeah,
hope to have you back again, and I hope you have a wonderful rest of your Saturday.
we would love to come back. And you guys too.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Bye, love. See you guys later.
Bye.
Bye.
Christina.
That was fun. They were so hilarious. I could not.
Yeah, definitely. Absolutely.
Oh my gosh.
I woke up and realized it.
Oh my god.